you very much, Chairman. Mr. Prosecutor General, thank you for being here today. For more than a year, the world has borne witness to the atrocities committed by Russian forces to carry out Vladimir Putin's unjust and inhumane war. Many of these atrocities take place far from the battlefield. Russian forces, at the direction of the Kremlin, have targeted civilian shelters, even hospitals, and refugees seeking safe harbor. They've kidnapped thousands of children, separating them from their families, caretakers, and country, all to try to erase their Ukrainian identity. They have raped, tortured, and massacred thousands of innocent Ukrainians. These kinds of acts defy humanity, they're barbaric, and they're carried out by cowards who are losing this war to a proud and patriotic people. The United States stands with the people of Ukraine, who have a right to seek justice for the horrific war crimes committed against them. Without justice, without accountability, there can be no true healing. Mr. Kostin, your office, the Office of Prosecutor General, has identified over 70,000 incidents of war crimes and other atrocities in Ukraine resulting from Russia's invasion. Given the huge scale of the challenge at hand and your finite resources, how do you prioritize which crimes to investigate?
Thank you for your question. Of course, we prioritize, and many of the numbers of incidents of war crimes which are registered are the cases where private property is destroyed or damaged. And I encourage people to register these cases, because even if there is a missile attack, and if it could be, you know, like a miracle that no one suffered or no one is killed, but it could be like hundreds of apartments are damaged or destroyed. In order for these people, these civilians, to receive then compensation or reparations, they need to prove that this damage was caused by the war crime. That's why substantial number of these cases are cases about the destroying and damaging of civil property, but prioritizing, of course, the cases where civilians are killed. Of course, all missile attacks. Of course, cases where civilians were tortured, raped, humiliated, forcibly deported. So any type of war crime where civilians harmed are our priority.
What resources or expertise can the United States and other partners provide to support the investigation and prosecution of war crimes committed in Ukraine?
First of all, we need political support. That's why I'm here, and support to establish special tribunal for the crime of aggression as a leadership crime, support to all of our endeavors on international level. It's not only about actually the ICC, it's also about more than 20 countries who opened their national investigation with regard to war crimes committed by Russia, including the Department of Justice of the United States. And we're dealing with our colleagues here with regard to specific war crimes. They are helping us to investigate. And, of course, the equipment we have already in place. We have, last year, we have not only created war crimes department in my central office, we have opened war crimes departments in 9 offices, which are regional offices, which are close to the crime scenes. With the help of our partners, equip them with all necessary equipment. What we need, a part of IT solutions I mentioned, we need forensic equipment, we need DNA laboratories, much more than we have now. We need modern forensic equipment which will simplify and speed up the process of investigation. And as a matter of building new prosecutors' offices and new prosecutorial services, which would be victims and survivors oriented and centered, we need rebuilding of more than 100 regional offices of my service on the territories which were under occupation. This will be also a strong signal to Ukrainians that prosecutors are close to them, and they're ready to help.
All right, thank you for that thorough answer. My time is up, so I will yield back. Thank you.